And behind me, you see just a normal American house with some normal American grass. That doesn't have to be the normal anymore. We could change it up. So there's this saying that we like to say at Growing Homes, which is you can't fake a fruit tree. You can't pretend that there ain't fruit hanging on this tree right here, this banana plant. A little over 3 years in this garden. Not everything was planted right away. We've added fruit trees, we've subtracted banana plants and other things. So here's one of our favorite fruits that we have. They're really small. They have a bunch of different names. Some people may know them as Jamaican cherry, Cuban cherry, strawberry fruit. Call this a strawberry tree. But check it out. They're these little red looking berries. They start green, but when they get ripe, they're red. So that thing's ready for the pickings. Kind of has a hint. It tastes like cotton candy and it's very sweet. Awesome for kids. You know, they could sit here all day and just pick them. You know, you can see there's a lot of them coming in right now. This plant's maybe been in the ground for about a year, a little over a year, give or take. So, and it's loaded with fruit. So this is a good one, highly recommend it. This right here is a cassava. In Florida, the cassava grows really well because it really likes sandy soil. It thrives on neglect as well. You don't have to water it too much, don't have to baby it. You know, one thing about cassava too is you want it to get a lot of sunlight. So these bananas, they kind of shade it in the afternoon. Throughout the day, the sun does get through these banana leaves. This is a great one right here. It's a potato alternative. You can make amazing fries out of it. You can make an amazing mash, yuca pot pie. Ooh, that's good. This is a dwarf Namwa banana. It tracks probably 30, 40 pounds. They're about to start turning yellow, so this thing's about to be harvested. Our mom has been making a really nice banana Namwa bread right here down this black sugarcane lane. And behind me, you see just a normal American house with some normal American grass. That doesn't have to be the normal anymore. We could change it up. You know, this is an extreme example. We're pretty extreme people. When we put our minds to stuff, we like to just plant everything and then figure it out. You don't have to go this thick, but putting some bananas in, some mangoes. Here's some ideas you could plant in your yard. The mango right here. These would grow amazing if you live in Florida. One of the best places in the world to grow a mango is Florida. We got hundreds of varieties. It's June 2024 right now, so we're in mango season. And then you got the mango in between. This is shampoo ginger, and then we got the Cuban red banana. So if you had like a 20-foot section, 15-foot section, you could go mango, about 10 foot apart, banana, then you could put something in between, and you have a little row of food. All right, come on down. We're gonna keep on going. So check this out right here. This is one of our more dwarf type of bananas. Vince was talking about it earlier. We really like dwarfs. Believe it or not, we've had bananas in this here property right up here that were like 40 feet tall. And one morning we came out and they were all down, all of them. And we're like, what happened? And then that was when we learned that you want to leave some of the banana pups on because they anchor it. They hold your bananas up. If you take out all the pups and only leave this one, and if it's not strong enough, the wind could blow it over. So these other bananas help anchor because they're all connected. This whole clump is a connection of one. Underground, under all this amazing biomass, aka yard clippings, anything that you clip from your yard, put it on top of your bananas. It feeds them. But anyway, they're all connected at a clump, right? These are all growing off of one clump of banana. So the more you remove, the weaker those bananas get. And those 40-foot bananas, they came down hard. There was like 3 of them. One of them crushed our fruit tree. So if you're in a small residential area, we recommend ones like this. It's called a Goldfinger variety. It's been one of our heaviest producers. Awesome tasting fruit, really sweet. See this one right here? We're starting to get into some bigger bananas. This is we think it's a Namwa. It may be a Blue Java. Drop us a comment what you guys think. We're not 100% sure, but we're thinking Namwa. And this isn't a dwarf Namwa. So this right here is an ice cream bean. Nitrogen fixes the soil. It's good for chopping and dropping. These trees do get massive. We don't plan on keeping these probably forever because we have a lot of other fruit trees mixed in here. So we're gonna have to phase out. As Vinny would say, phase out, which means take out. We're gonna have to take some of these fruit trees out and plant them at other Growing Homes properties.
early in your growing journey, like if you have a smaller mango and a smaller banana, you could stick a yucca in between while there's a lot of sun. And then the yucca, they need the sun, so you phase that out and then you start putting in something that like shade, like the shampoo ginger. Like the yucca is, you harvest it annually. You harvest it once a year. You plant it, in about 10 to 12 months, you harvest, you take out the yucca. They look like big old potatoes. They're underground roots. So they like sun. So when this mango was planted, it was this big. And when that banana was planted, it was about this big too. So there was a lot of, and this wasn't all here either. So there was a lot of sun coming to this spot. So you utilize the space by putting in a crop that'll give you a food within a year, which is the yucca. It's real easy. You put it 45-degree angle, plant it in about February. Plant it whenever you can. Get it in the ground. So we took that out. This used to be yucca. We took it out because now there's more shade. We're actually gonna trim this back because we want the sun to go to this mango. This is our primary crop in this area.
Essentially, it's a living nursery is what it is. Instead of having these plants in pots, they're in the ground ripping. If and when we need to move them and relocate them because they're just getting way too massive, we can. This right here is a neem. If you ever had a neem leaf, you would know. But this little leaf right here packs a freaking punch. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for the neem challenge here. Ooh. Open your eyes up. Test this one out. Ooh-wee. Tastes like medicine. It's even tougher like when you swallow it. It picks up speed when you swallow it and it goes down. Very good for you. Very healthy for you. So all right, check this plant out right here. This thing will fruit a red berry, peanut butter fruit. That's what they call it. I don't think that's a scientific name if anybody's really getting technical with it. It's like a little red seed that gets about yay big. True red. The flesh tastes like peanut butter. Pretty tasty fruit. Another one great for the kids. Great to just pick those. Mixed in here, we got a Jabota Cava. This is the Grimo variety. So we're still learning about these things. One thing we've learned fairly recently is acidic soil. There's a forest behind us. We're gonna get a bunch of pine needles in the forest and we're gonna put it around that Jabota Cava. Really start making more acidic soil. Is a pigeon pea. Really like these. Nitrogen fixing is a moringa. Another pigeon pea. These right here are zinnias, attracting a lot of amazing pollinators in our garden. Here's another little pro tip we learned. This is what we learned. We had these rings right here for our tomato plants and the tomatoes phased out, meaning they died. They just took themselves out because it got too warm. And we noticed these zinnias were growing through this tomato cages. So we're like, hey, they're really happy. These are probably one of the most happiest zinnias that we've ever grown. And they're standing, usually they get really tall and they'll fall over. But with these, they're staying upright. So this is a little hack right here. If you want to grow tall zinnias, put some tomato cages around them and let them rip. This right here is an avocado coming up from seed.
Bananas are like our bumper crop, our insurance policy, just to have some food while this mango is growing. CAC variety of mango. But yeah, we're back to the shampoo ginger, which is an understory, a shade plant. If you come here, these are a little young. They call it shampoo ginger because you can literally use it as shampoo. And like this is a young one, but it still has the shampoo in it. So I'm gonna squeeze it. You usually wait till they're red, but showing you an example. And there it goes, just right in the hair. It's good for your hair, good for your scalp. Smells like a ginger hint, like a ginger hue. So this is really nice. They put it on all like the L'Oreal stuff, like the shampoo you have in your shower with all the chemicals. One of them is not a chemical. One of them might say shampoo ginger. We got these Cuban red bananas. We're in Martin County. It's still 10B climate zone. So they're not as full as they usually get if this was down south. We're gonna remove them very soon so we could get more sun to this mango. And also these aren't doing as good as they should be doing. They like it a little more warm. These are more of a tropical variety. We've still fruited them. We have 2 racks right now going on this Cuban red, but they're kind of skinny and we rather grow dwarfs. So we're gonna save them for a property that we buy that's more south because they are beautiful. They are like a luxury looking banana. All bananas are really beautiful if you keep them clean.
This is a papaya right here. We got pigeon peas on the front, and then in the middle here is a red custard apple. They like the dapple light. Dappled meaning these trees are gonna get taller than that tree there, the red custard apple, and the light's gonna reflect into the center of it.
We're we're gonna thin this clump out. I marked all the ones that we're gonna pull, the pups. The ones that are like the leaves are cut off, those we're gonna take out. Right now we have 2 racks. Those will eventually phase out, and we'll be left with about 4 bananas at the end of the summer that are growing to fruit. Also in front, this is a whole yucca line. We opened it up. It looks like I need to let more light in over here because these yuccas need some sun. So while there's sun down this midline still, we're gonna utilize it and plant the yucca.
Thank you guys for tuning in this far. Subscribe, send this to somebody. If you guys learned anything at all, send this to somebody, share it with a friend. We're trying to inspire more people. The way we're able to teach more people is by reaching more people. And the way we reach more people is by you guys sharing this post, sending it to somebody, dropping us a comment, asking us a question, asking us things like, hey, what do you want to see? What do you want to know more about? If you see any of these trees that really intrigue you, ask us like, hey, what is that one at 57 seconds? What plant is that at 29 seconds? Just let us know. Drop us any comments. We're always growing, we're always teaching, and we look forward to hearing from you. Growing Homes.